You're getting a bunch of stuff there. Sorry, I'm getting some messages and it's distracting me. Yes. Doop doop doop. Skipping on through. Thanks, Twist. Sorry, a lot of those were from somebody that I had to pay attention to. And thank you for those if you're watching, Eggy. I will appreciate the warning. Crafting collectibles. To craft collectible items, you have to have a specific command to get the status to be able to do that. And collectibles cannot be traded or sold in the markets. You can only make one collectible at a time. And you also can gather collectible items. Very interesting. I'm curious how that's going to work.
Yeah, so am I. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Hopefully it was implemented well.
Indeed. Indeed. Doo-ba-doo. The crafting specialist system has been added. As I stated before, you get soul crystals as crafter now, which is cool. But you're only going to be able to obtain 3 specialist soul crystals. So choose wisely, because as far as I know, you're not ever going to be able to change that. Oh no, I'm sorry. Players will be unable to obtain additional souls with the crafter until a future update. So eventually, yeah, but for right now, no. You are out of luck if you picked the wrong ones. The quality bar will no longer display when crafting items that not be made high quality. Okay, that's cool. They're changing some of the graphics for the high-level alchemist main hand. New gathering points have been added. New fishing holes have been added. I like that second look of the fishing hole there. The rightmost image. That looks awesome. It looks kind of like one of the flats nearby where I live. Pretty cool. There it is. Fishers must now use the action snagging to obtain time worn maps. Ephemeral gathering points have been added. These are similar to unspoiled, but so you're only going to get them on certain times. However, so long as they are active, they will not dissipate until they have depleted. So these are going to be a little bit easier to deal with. Am I right, Kyosha?
It's hard to say. But I am looking forward to finding those nodes as well.
Indeed. Tomes of regional folklore have been added. You can gain these with scripts in order to gain these folklore tomes. You can use them to discover previously hidden gathering points. And these are once again only going to be timed. And then fishers can also discover hidden fishing holes and rare fish that are otherwise unobtainable. That's cool. The requirements to gather level 51 and 2 and 3-star items have been reduced, and new minions! I love the baby griffin. New mounts have been added. That black and red coral looks amazing.
Yeah, I wonder where that comes from.
Yeah, that's going to be a high priority item for me to pick, mount for me to pick up if I can. Some of the chocobo barding is being changed to implement its flying stuff. The favors system for Disciple of the Hand has been delayed until about 4 weeks until after Heavensward launches. They're adding a market board to Ishgard. They're adding all the stuff that has been added to the game to the market board categories. You're going to be able to dispatch your retainers to Ishgard. Level cap for retainers has been raised to 60. Aura races available. You can hire up to 8 retainers. But you're still only going to get 2 for free. Yeah. Not thrilled with that.
Quick, someone convince Saphir to let me get more retainers.
I think they could have at least given away one more for free.
I know.
And,
It kind
you
of
know,
seems
with,
like
with
it.
the expansion, it's kind of needed.
And
But
I don't know.
it was really popular. I could see why they wouldn't. I mean, they're making a
Yeah.
ton of money off of them right now.
That's true. But I remember very specifically in one of the live letters, Yoshi P saying that we were going to get additional inventory space on these retainers, and there is nothing in these patch notes about additional inventory space in those retainers.
It's because he gave us the extra retainers.
Well, he said there was going to be both. We were going to get additional retainers and additional inventory space on the current retainers.
Oh, I never heard that.
Yeah,
so
I did.
I don't know.
Well, maybe it's something I just have to at least look forward to. Items listed for sale on your retainer will now be listed automatically by category. Thank you. New retainer ventures have been added. Gathering rating for explorations has been reduced. You can now search for items from the ventures window, which is nice. New achievements and titles. The icons for certain achievements have been adjusted. Extreme primal battles added with patch 3.0 will now count toward achievements which require the completion of high-level full party duties. So you can get your tank mounts with the new primals. The actions and traits window has been adjusted. All the new actions for Dark Knight, Machinist, and Astrologian will all appear under the job category because they are all job actions, which means none of them will be cross-classable by other classes. When playing as Disciple of a Hand, job category will switch to the Specialist category, which is where you're going to get your Specialist crafting actions. Message obtaining signature will now be displayed when an item's signature is unable to be read. I don't know what that means, but okay.
I think some of this stuff will be elaborated in the full patch notes.
I agree. They are adding the 3 new jobs as extra jobs. They are not Disciples of War or Disciples of Magic on the Character tab. So that's interesting. The currency tab on the character window has been removed, and it's being added as a new option under the character menu, main menu. It's now going to have some separation between the different types of currency, which is good because we've got a lot more currency now. Battle list to give you your tombstones, your wolf marks, and your seals, and then the other lists your crafter scripts and gather scripts. Soul Crystal tab now has additional slots for all the new ones that are being added, including the specialized crafter souls. And additional gear sets will be added upon the unlocking of any of the new jobs. The use of the /visor command will now be saved when crafting gear sets. That's good. Recipes will register to the hotbar will now open the crafting log under the menu from which they were registered. That's very nice. Gathering log has been adjusted as follows. Regional folklore category has been added. Items obtained from ephemeral gathering points will be marked with a unique icon in the gathering log. Location effects for gathering nodes will now be displayed at the bottom of the harvesting window. Okay. So weren't they before like right below the progress bar or something like that? I don't know. I'm not real big on gathering, so. The HQ chain will now display when gathering high quality items consecutively with Botanist or Miner. Tab for Ishgard and surrounding areas has been added to the teleport window. Yeah, still have to attune to the new Aetherites. Party Finder interface has been adjusted. Recruiter names will now appear as initials. The name of the duty selected by the recruiter will now always be displayed in the main Party Finder window. You won't have to mouse over anymore. Dark Knight, Machinist, and Astrologian can now be selected when setting recruitment criteria. Recruiters can now set multiple roles to a single party member slot when setting recruitment criteria. That's nice. I was kind of surprised when I found out they couldn't do that before. However, the duties introduced in patch 3.0 are not going to be available to set as objectives in the Party Finder initially. That seems kind of dumb to me, but okay. The search conditions for player's search have been adjusted as follows. You can now search by the new classes, and you can search by the new locations. Layout of the search window has been adjusted to accommodate the addition of the new classes. The arrangement of emotes in the emotes window has been adjusted, probably to account for new emotes. Players can now access active help dialog windows on screen during cutscene events. The active help interface has been adjusted. Left-clicking the guild icon will now open the currency window. That's good. And right-clicking it will switch between 3 different types of currency that you might want to track. Also pretty good. The experience bar has been adjusted to make it more noticeable when you cannot gain experience points. That's nice. It's going to tell you, oh, hey, you need to move on to another zone if you want to gain anything. Recommendations window will no longer show duties you do not meet the requirements for. Players can now select item comparisons, try on, search for item, and link when selecting quest rewards. That's another very nice quality of life change that they are adding. When exchanging items with an NPC, items that cannot be traded will appear grayed out and cannot be selected. Also very nice. Your online status will no longer automatically change to away from keyboard when using auto run or follow. I didn't know that was a thing, honestly. Okay. Your status will change to away from keyboard if the character you are following is inactive. The invite to alliance subcommand will now only appear when the party leader of an 8-person party selects the leader of another party. That's also kind of nice. Focus target subcommand is now available when targeting field objects. Okay, so you can target items with your focus target now? Is that right? Am I reading that right?
It looks like that.
Interesting. When acquiring a new mount or minion, you'll get a message on the screen in addition to the log window. To avoid incorrect operation of chocobo poders and mounts used in certain duties, the method for dismounting these mounts has been changed. Now you actually have a dismount button when riding those mounts. The icon now appears next to the name of flying mounts in the mount guide window. So you can tell immediately whether or not it's a flying mount. Even though the Griffin is terrestrial movement, it is still a flying mount. Interesting. Following the implementation of flying mounts, the display of the following elements has been adjusted. Target rings will now always appear at your feet. The line indicating a border between zones has been adjusted. Like it's a different color? I don't see much difference beyond that. Aether Currents has been added under travel in the main menu. So you can actually travel to Aether Currents? Is that right? Interesting. Almost at the end. Whew. This has been a long one, much longer than I expected. Following options have been added to the system character, so on and so forth. You can change your options for flying, including the double jumps, altitude error messages, character lighting. That's nice. So you can actually put lighting on your character now? That's nice. Following categories have been added to the keybind interface, including all your flight stuff, currency, Aether Currents, new chat controls, new auto translates. This is one of the few last things that is kind of important. You are now going to have a 30-minute limit on how long you can be inactive before you are logged out automatically. This is a temporary change. They're saying we don't know how long they're going to leave it in place, though. Players can no longer send friend requests when playing with a free trial account.
Yay!
I hate to say that because the free trial accounts are new players, and they often want to have friend requests. But more free trial accounts than not are guild spammers, and they send you friend requests, and it's annoying.
I have 15 pending friend requests from the same person, and I have him blacklisted at least 7 times. So I can't wait to decline those friend requests on Friday.
Due to the adjustments in the graphics engine, the appearance of 2.0 areas at night has changed. Interesting. Emotes where female characters other than Lalafell's crouch has been adjusted. Why, I don't know.
To make it look pretty.
New music has been added. Yes! Music in this game is superb. I'm looking forward to hear what all the new music is.
The music in this game is amazing.
Yes. The title screen logo and opening movie are being changed. So you're going to see the Heavensward logo and you're going to see the Heavensward cinematic. But you'll be able to see the opening movie for A Realm Reborn by selecting movies at the title screen. And then, yeah, you're going to have some stuff for Windows. Stuff that I don't think really matters all that much.
And there you go, guys. Preliminary patch loads, not even the entire ones.
Yeah. And before I'm going to nip this one in the bud, I'm not reading the entire patch notes. I may do a reactions thing to the patch notes when they are released, but it will be a short and quick thing that just goes over a few very specific things. I'm not going through the entire patch notes because they will be huge. But yeah, there you have it, guys. Final Fantasy XIV 3.0 Heavensward coming out Friday, or well, officially Tuesday the 23rd, but early access if you pre-order now, Friday, June 19th at, what is it, like 2 a.m. Pacific, 5 a.m. Eastern?
2 a.m. Pacific. Be
Yeah.
there.
Look forward to it. This game is amazing. Even if you're not a Final Fantasy player now and you want to check us out, please check out the Grievance chapter of the Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn and now Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward game. We look forward to seeing you all in game, in Heavensward, and in current areas alike. Have an excellent evening. Thank you very much, Twistbeard and Kyosha, for joining me tonight and giving your opinions and thoughts.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And
thanks for having me.
I'll be looking forward to streaming a whole lot of Heavensward content in the weeks to come. So have a good night, everybody, and stay safe.